Hi, and welcome back to this week's version of Terry's Tips. As promised, today we're going to cover how to build your retirement house. So if you tuned in last week, you've seen the different phases of retirement: accumulation, preservation, and distribution. What we're focusing on today is the distribution phase in actually building the retirement house. So this is if you're 61 and up. This should be your guidelines. The beautiful thing that we're going to do about today is the graphics roll in the video is you can do this from the privacy of your own home. So you'll know where you stand. It's a fun little exercise. Let's start with a general rule. The rule is called the rule of 100. It's a very easy rule. You simply take 100 minus your age. So in the example we're showing you today, the family was 65 years of age. So if you take 100 minus 65, that gives you 35. In other words, the only amount of money they should have exposed to risk, if you like this rule, is 35%. Therefore, 65% should be safe. Okay? Now what happens is most advisors, they have different interpretations of what safe is and what's not. So we'll show you as we go through this example. So now let's build our retirement house. When building a retirement house, the first thing you have to do, just like building a regular house, is pour a solid foundation. In financial terms, these are things that cannot lose money. So when we think of things that cannot lose money, you have savings accounts, checking accounts, CDs, money markets, as long as they're not linked to a brokerage account, and fixed annuities. That covers our foundation. Now we got to put some walls in this house. Walls in financial terms are things that generate income. So what are things that generate income? Well, Social Security can generate income. Pensions can generate income. Annuities can generate income. And bonds can generate income. Now, we have to put a roof over this house to shield it from the elements, right? Well, in financial terms, these are things that are going to hedge inflation. So items that typically hedge inflation that go in the roof are stocks, mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, exchange-traded notes, real estate investment trust, variable annuities, and even bonds. Those are all in your roof. They are called securities. And by the very definition of the word security, it means it has to have the ability for profit and the ability for loss. There is nothing secure about it at all. This is a ploy from the firms out there that want you to believe that these items are safer than other items. And they may be safer, but they're not safe. So let's go to our family. Here's what they had done. They had saved a little bit and had some liquid money. So they had $20,000 in their savings account and $10,000 in their checking account. Now for income, the husband was drawing $1,800 a month in Social Security, and the wife was drawing $1,200. So they had $3,000 a month in income. However, their needs are $5,000 a month. They have no pensions, no annuities, and they're not taking income off their bonds. Up in their roof, they have a total of $500,000 in mutual funds, $300,000 in stocks, and $200,000 in bonds. So when you look at this and you look at the rule of 100, you're kind of flip-flopped, because what they've done is they've taken $1 million portfolio and they only have $30,000 in their foundation. That means they have 97% of their money in their roof and 3% of their money in their foundation. And they're still $2,000 a month short in income. So how are they going to draw that? How do they know how long they're going to live? How do they know they can draw that much money? So after visiting with us, it was very simple. All we did is we took some money from their roof, brought it down into their foundation, and created them an income stream. So if you want to know the actual terms, we took the $500,000 in mutual funds, moved it down to the bottom into the foundation. Now him and his wife have a guaranteed lifetime income of $2,500 a month. Now his way, he was $2,000 a month short, and he had all the risk exposed to the market. My way, he falls into the rule of 100. He has a $500 a month surplus because he has $500 more than what he needs, and he can never outlive the money. So he's taken longevity out of the equation. He's taken market risk out of the equation. He's taken sequence of returns out of the equation, and him and his wife will have a happy retirement. Now folks, listen, you can do this exercise at home and you can follow along like we said. But if you don't know how to create the income, that's where we're the specialist at. So I invite you to give us a phone call. 502-653-7981 is our local Louisville, Kentucky number. You can go to our website, www.apgky.com. You can visit us on our YouTube page, Twitter, LinkedIn, or I invite you to send me a personal email. I will respond to that email within 24 hours with a correct response. Send it to Terry, Terry, at apgky.com. So listen, if you would, while you're on that Facebook page, give us a like. It'll only take about 30 seconds. We really appreciate the support. And until next week, you guys have a great one, and I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you soon.